Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive in how to leverage digital marketing and artificial intelligence to tap into your warm market. And I can't wait to get into this segment because so many realtors, loan officers, and small business owners hit me up every single day asking me how to use digital marketing to stay in touch with their warm market. So before we dive into the specifics, I want to emphasize the value of your warm market and how important it really is. You see, my experience with working with realtors and loan officers and small business owners in general, I find that the warm market often gets neglected, and it does for a couple different reasons, because we get distracted from going after the new lead or the next shiny object or the next latest and greatest digital marketing strategy, and we forget the basics of the power of staying in touch with our warm market. So we're going to break down the importance of staying in touch with our warm market through one-to-one marketing strategies, mass marketing strategies, and automated follow-up and gifting. And when you do this and you can combine all three strategies, you're going to be shocked at how much business that you can get from your warm market. Statistics show that 65% of all business comes from your warm market. And so therefore it's really important to make sure we don't neglect this part of our database. And as a reminder, this is one of many strategies when it comes to lead generations of the 8 core pillars that you're going to see post up on your screen, okay, that we're covering. So make sure you subscribe so you can hear about all 8 pillars. And I just want to emphasize one thing, that the power of trust cannot be underestimated. And that's why Gary Vee in the Thank You Economy really presses the power of engagement and engaging with your database, engagement with your sphere of influence. He's always talking about engagement, and it's really, really important for us to do that. Another little known fact is that 10% of your database is usually looking for the service that you offer, particularly with real estate, and or either they're looking for it or they know something that does. And so what happens if you don't stay in touch with your warm market, you're losing out big time, and it's easily a 6-figure problem that you need to fix, especially as your warm market gets bigger and bigger over time, because the reality is that over all of the marketing efforts you're doing, it's designed to build your warm market, the people that know you, like you, and trust you. So let's dive into the first way to reach out to your warm market, and that's one-to-one marketing. You see, I find that most people think of one-to-one marketing as picking up the phone and having a conversation with somebody that is in their warm market. And while that's a way to do it, there's many other ways to do it, such as a one-to-one video message, a one-to-one text message, a one-to-one thank you card. There's a lot of ways to do this, and what I recommend is you break up how many people that are in your warm market, that are in your sphere, and if you're going to do one-to-one warm marketing, that you make it very, very meaningful and you leverage technology to do this. And that's why our team uses Ren 360 to be able to do this, because it has the power of video marketing built into it, it has the power of text message built into it, thank you cards. You can do all of it with a click of a button through our app called Conversion IQ, and it makes it super friendly to be able to do this. So consider Ryan Serhant. He has the most powerful brand in real estate, and he talks about this all the time. The importance of leveraging technology, the importance of leveraging postcards in different ways to communicate, and that personal touch. You'll see him talking about this all the time. So here's my suggestion. If a powerhouse brand builder like Ryan's doing this, should you maybe thinking about doing this yourself? All right, so let's talk about mass marketing. So as your database gets bigger and your sphere of influence gets bigger, it becomes harder and harder to stay in touch one-to-one. And so there's ways to do this, but still have a personal touch. And I want to emphasize that there's still ways to do this and have a personal touch. And I want to emphasize that this is really important to have segmented content within your mass marketing strategy, because HubSpot has shown and proven that when you do segmented marketing or niche marketing, your engagement rate increases over 760%. And if you look at powerhouses like Barbara Corcoran, if you ever watched her engage or move with any of her brands that she promotes on Shark Tank, she's very segmented and she reaches out to her niche, and she does an amazing, amazing job. And I suggest that you watch her move, look up her accounts, and see how she functions, because she does a really great job at this. And for our real estate team, this is what we really focus on in all of our businesses. We use the Ren 360 tool to segment our databases, break them down, and launch really targeted niche topics to the segment of the database that we're reaching out to. So whether it be buyers, sellers, agent attraction, we have a unique message that goes out. Even though it's mass marketing, it doesn't feel like it because we still use their name in the emails with a whole bunch of other really powerful strategies that you can use. And if you need help with this and coming up with this content, again, ChatGTP is one of your best friends. And as kind of a pro bonus, there's a really awesome add-on to ChatGTP. It's called Web ChatGTP, and we're playing around with it, and it's really powerful because it's helping us give up-to-date content through the web, pulling it in with the power of the brain of ChatGTP. So if you want to do educational materials, market updates, you'll actually have current content to be able to do those things. And that leads me to my next segment on the power of AI and marketing automation. You see, the power of marketing automation right now is really underutilized. And you can use marketing automation for a couple different things. You can use it to build out multi-touch campaigns to stay in touch with your database that's separate from your mass marketing. Or the other idea is you can build a multi-touch campaign with an educational video that's pre-built in that goes out bi-weekly that complements your newsletter. And this is important because it's the best, most efficient way in staying in front of your database. And then what you can do is all the people that are engaging in your content, you can make smart lists and follow up with them individually. So now you and your sales team know who to follow up with first, working smarter, not harder. Now, if you do this and now you couple AI, you bolt on AI, artificial intelligence, into it, and what's called an AI agent, that can either follow up by text or follow up by email, or even nowadays, there's AI agents coming out where you can follow up by voice, so it sounds like a real human being on the phone when you're following up. Your conversion rates will skyrocket. And if you're sleeping on this trend, there's prediction out there by 2025 that 75% of your competition is going to be using AI in some way to help them with their lead generation, lead conversion. So you don't want to be left behind on these strategies. And that's why at Ren 360 we use so many of their tools because they're at the cutting edge of AI and digital marketing. One of my favorite examples is Grant Cardone. If you ever have clicked on Grant's stuff, immediately his AI is retargeting you, sending you an email, and engaging with you in a unique way based on the campaigns that he's running. And while this seems like it can be difficult to do, the way that technology is set up, you can actually do this easier than ever before because the tools are getting more user-friendly. So don't be afraid of the technology or hire a professional or a virtual assistant to help you get these things set up because it may take a little bit of time to get it set up. But I want you to think about the 6 and 7 figures every single year, or for some of you, depending how big your database is, every single month if you're not using these strategies. It can be costing you a ton of money. And that leads me to my next point, and that's the power of multi-channel marketing. If you think about your own buying behavior, all right, whether you were looking for a house or you're looking to sell your house or anything that you're buying, I want you to think about your own buying behavior. Did you do business with the first website that you clicked on? Most likely that you didn't. Most likely you saw an ad, maybe you opted in, or maybe you watched a video, or maybe you engaged in something else, but most likely you weren't ready to take action right then and there. And that's why multi-channel marketing is so important, because just because you generated a lead, or just because there's some sort of interest in your service or working with you at the time, doesn't mean they're ready to do business right now. The multi-channel marketing and follow-up helps you stay in front and keep attention until they're ready to do business with you. And we've seen over and over and over with all of the things that we do, the most powerful campaigns that we create are our retargeting campaigns. These are people that have already shown interest in the services that we offer, but they might not have been ready yet, but because of retargeting, we re-engaged with them and we were able to stay in front of them until they were ready to list or contract with us in our business. And I think that's why powerhouses like Tom Ferry really emphasize this. And if you look at any trends, just look at what influencers are doing, like Tom Ferry. Look at what the top business builders in the world are doing. Look at what the top real estate professionals are doing and realize that success leaves clues. That's why he has a podcast. That's why he has video. That's why there's specific content strategies. And I want to leave you with a simple but powerful way to do content and to create multiple forms of content with one video. In fact, I'm using this right now, okay? It's called shoot a long form video. And then once you shoot that long form video, You can use powerful tools like the ones you see popping up on your screen right now to take that video, chop it up, and actually send it out through multiple channels. Literally, maybe something that took you a half an hour to an hour to do one video per week now can turn into 15, 20, or even 40 pieces of content to go out through emails, blogs, social media channels. And again, the tools popping up on your screen can help you do this. Now, I'm a firm believer in the who, not the how. So take the how and give it to somebody else to do it with you and for you, because this can be time consuming if you think you're going to use all of these tools yourself. But you can find somebody to complement your talents and your skills to help you with this process. So why do all this? Well, there's two reasons why. The first one is this is the modern way. Meaning, if you make a conscious decision to not do these things because of fear, doubt, maybe it seems a little bit overwhelming, or whatever is going on in your mind when you're watching this video, then I want to sincerely tell you, you will be left behind. And that's one reason why you should be doing this. The second reason is to remember why you are doing this, why you are in business. Because the reality is your why is what's going to fuel you to press forward. It's going to be your fire to help you press forward. It's going to help you push through the obstacles, through the fears, through the different things that you're going to run into as you're trying these strategies. Because the reality is that studies show that businesses that have a strong purpose and why, and what I call a viral vision, are 3 times more likely to succeed and hit their goals than businesses that don't. And if you ever want to read up on the power of your why, I'd recommend checking out Simon Sinek, because he talks about the why, and he has a really good book on this process. I think it's titled It Starts With Your Why. And he really breaks down how this is the true heartbeat of all of your motivation and purpose in your life and your business. And I've also learned this for myself. When I engage in anything new, I ask myself, why am I doing this? And I really clearly define my goal, both personally and professionally, on why I'm doing this and the problem that I'm trying to solve. And when I do that, it becomes more motivating for myself and my team when the problem that we're trying to solve and the reason why we're doing something is very, very clear. And it can be motivating, and people feel accomplished when they get to the other side, when they clearly understand the problem that they're solving or what they're moving towards and what they're moving away from. And it's important for you to do the same thing. Isaiah Colton here. I hope you enjoyed this segment on lead generation, where we took a deep dive in the pillar of warm marketing and the importance of it. Again, going over the 8 pillars that we're reviewing, and we're going over one each week and taking a deep dive into it. And if you found this video helpful, again, make sure you subscribe, and I appreciate it if you share the love with other people that need to hear this message. I'll see you in the next video.